welcome to From the Helm series. My name is Grady Wolf, Market Analyst of Bell Direct, and this is a video series in partnership with Bell Direct and Resources Rising Stars. Now, gold is the commodity on everyone's lips in recent times as the price hit a record high $2,100 per ounce recently, and the outlook for the precious commodity is really strong heading into 2024, especially given uncertainty in the market, so investors naturally enter the safe haven nature of gold. Red 5 is a major new gold producer in Australia and two key assets in WA's Northern Goldfields region in the King of the Hills gold mine and the Darlot Satellite Gold Project. Joining me today is Mark Williams, the CEO and Managing Director. Mark, thank you for your time today. It's a very exciting time to be in gold and it's a staple in many investors' portfolios recently. How good is gold at the moment?
Yeah, thank you, Grady. It's great to be here on the show. Yeah, gold's going very well at the moment. Thank you.
Yeah, so looking, what do you think's underpinned the recent strength in the gold price?
Yeah, there's many factors that underpin the gold price, and of recent times, it's been the main factor has been the US Federal Reserve policy, and more recently, there's a strong belief that the policy on interest rate rises will come to a close soon. So that, I believe, is giving tailwinds for the gold price. There's a belief that next year that the Federal Reserve will even start reducing the interest rate, and if that happens, then the future price for gold could be even stronger than it is today.
Yeah, the certainty around interest rates certainly plays into a tailwind for gold, right?
Yeah.
Looking into 2024, what's your outlook on gold and how does this kind of play into operations at Red 5?
Yeah, thank you. It's very hard to predict what the gold price is because there's many factors. But as I touched on, if the Federal Reserve in the US does start unwinding these interest rates, which is its biggest lever that it has economically, then the gold price looks to remain strong, if not strengthen further.
Now, it is a cyclical nature of any commodity price. How does changes and fluctuations in the gold price play into your strategic plans and outlook?
Sure. Well, it's all about the medium to long-term price that mining companies to look at as opposed to a short-term or a spot price. So the medium to long-term price for gold, many analysts believe that again will remain strong for the foreseeable future. So we have two great projects at King of the Hills and Darlot that you introduced, and the future for Red 5, I believe, is very bright.
It's definitely looking very good. Now, talking about 2023, it's been a growth year for your company. Tell us about some key achievements over the last year.
Yeah, after a number of years of very strong growth and investment at our two projects, in particular King of the Hills project, we were able to hit the main inflection point in the project in February of this year. Since then, we've delivered very strong monthly and quarterly productions. We have three great mines, the Darlot Underground, the King of the Hills Underground, and the King of the Hills open pit, and they feed a central strategic processing hub, which is just north of Leonora in the eastern goldfields of Western Australia. And this processing hub, we've been able to increase the production from its nameplate to 4 million tonnes to pushing close to 5.5 million tonnes per annum. So really our four production centres, being our three mines and our central processing plant, are really performing very strongly.
And growth in processing plant is exactly what investors love to hear in this environment. Now, in the high cost environment we are in, and inflation has been high recently, labour costs and costs on every front have been elevated. How have you worn or kind of weathered this storm of high cost environment?
Sure. You're right, there has been a period of high inflation. Those periods were more last year and the year before. Relatively, the cost increases have stabilised better this year. All of those cost increases from the prior years are included in our forecast all-in sustaining costs. And really what we're doing as a leadership team at Red 5 is that we are laser focused on our cost management and efficiency gains, and we have cost out programs and efficiency programs across all of our production centres.
Now, you have been focused on growth recently. We've seen some really key milestones achieved, as you said, ramping up production at the processing hub. What's next on the growth horizon? And free cash flow is obviously a big metric for investors. What's your progress on this?
Yeah, we've been cash flow positive for many months, and really our key focus for this year, our reason for being for this financial year FY24, is really to work safely, hit our targets, deliver against our guidance, to be able to deliver free cash flow, pay our debt portion, and strengthen our balance sheet. We have, of which we've achieved to date very strong progress. The key inflection point for next year is that we have our current debt facility is a project facility, and we will look to refinance that in approximately middle of next calendar year is our target date, to be able to look to refinance that into a more corporate flexible facility. So I see that it will be a key milestone for the company, and something that the market will really like. Efficiency gains, we're fully focused to be able to hit our targets of 5.5 million tonnes per annum. We're not there yet, but we're getting close on a annualised stable production front. In the future, we have ambitions and targets to be able to push that even further, and that's to be able to grow from 5.5 to potentially 6, and once we've hit 6, to potentially grow to 6.5 million tonnes per annum. And again, this is really the best lever that we have to be able to combat inflation, to be able to do more for less or more for the same price, and that comes through efficiencies.
Absolutely. Now, we're looking into 2024. We're on the doorstep of 2024. What do the next 12 months have in store? Any key targets, any key updates you're looking for?
Yeah, thank you, Grady. I believe that the future for Red 5 is very strong. We have a great leadership team on site. We have 3 great mines and a fantastic strategic processing hub. We believe that the gold price will remain strong, even potentially strengthen further. There is potential inclusion in a number of upcoming indexes over the next 12 months. We are looking to refinance our debt from a project to a more flexible corporate facility, and again, I think that will be really well received by the marketplace. We have great brownfield expansion plans, again growing from 5 to possibly 6 or 6.5, with relatively minor capital requirements to do that, and we have a fantastic organic pipeline of surface and underground targets at both King of the Hills and Darlot operations.
Well, 2024 is looking extremely bright for Red 5, Mark. Thank you so much for your time today. That was Red 5 on the Helm, from the Helm here with Beldirect and Resources Rising Stars. If you enjoyed this video as much as we did making it, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all analysts, research and interviews like this one.